Hello and welcome back to the MB Art Studio and more on this very sunny yet snowy day. Today I want to go quickly through the Barbie journal, one of them, and just talk through the paper selection that I chose for this journal. It is for a child. One journal is for a 4-year-old, the other is for a 5-year-old. So I wanted to kind of give you some insight on the papers that I selected because I found that in the past with journals that I've made for children, they don't need a lot of extra embellishment and the papers don't have to be so fancy because once you give them the journal, they kind of just go right to creating, writing, doing whatever it is that they want to do. So this video is for both beginners and seasoned journalers who maybe just want to take a look back at some basics that they could revisit in the future. So the cover is made from an old Barbie sticker and storybook. These were very popular in the early 2000s. It used to be my daughter's, and she said I could use it for the project, and there were two of them. I used to buy these for her all the time because her name is Princess, and whenever something had Princess in the title, I would just pick it up. Here we have a piece of coloring book page that I sprayed some watercolor on, lined paper, which has lines that are appropriate for young writers, a piece of copyweight colored paper, grid paper, which is hinged to another piece of paper, a piece of an atlas from New York City. I felt this was important because it's a primary source document and it may not be vintage to us right now, but it will be vintage to the children in the near future because of the fact that everything's moving digital and AI, and some of these streets and some of the places are not even kind of laid out the same way. So this is just a nice reminder of a historical time period, the mid-90s in New York City. Here's a piece of construction weight paper. Here's some of the original book page. I already lined it with some ribbon on one side and washi on the other. Here's a piece from one of my old teacher plan books. I like this for not just children, but also for adults. I use a lot of this in my journals as well because of the grids and also because of the lines. You can do a lot with the grids and the lines. This is a piece of sticker paper. So the kids can actually go back and put any stickers they want on the paper and they'll be removable. The other piece of the lined paper, another piece of the construction weight paper. This is a piece of an embellished paper, actually printed something on the other side, but when we get to it, you'll see. But this page will be decorated in the kind of part where I'm putting on the embellishments. This is a piece of a giant post-it note that I use kind of to post lessons and things on the board with. This was a piece that came off the bottom. It wasn't written on, but I couldn't use the rest of the top, so pulled it off. And also, it has very large lines, so this is very helpful for children who especially are just learning how to write. This is the middle of the signature. This is a piece of 12 by 12, but I love it. So sparkly and pretty, so little for girly. This is going to be filled with goodies. This is going to be a pocket too. And here's the other side of that paper that was blank white. I always incorporate some type of butterfly elements in my journal somewhere, somehow. So that's it for this one. Lined paper, the other sides of all of these. This is the other side of the storybook, and so I had to kind of hinge it in the middle. I just did that to give it some strength because it was already together, but I wanted to make it a little bit stronger for the turning. And the page already has some washi on the side I put on and some ribbon trim. And here are the other sides. Again, another piece of lined paper and some that can be used as a fold out or just taken off because it's only attached with washi. So however the little young ladies would like to do it. Here's showing some of that hinging that I've done with some book page. I just use all my scraps, everything, whatever's on my desk, whatever's around. And here's the other sides of all the papers in the back of the cover. So just a quick flip through of just the papers before I've done any more of the embellishing, because I thought it was important to share this, because I know that sometimes beginners are a little bit nervous about how to pick papers, and especially with people showing a lot of digitals and things. So I just want to encourage people to always use what you have around you. Use what's available to you. Go in your stash, look back in your stash. If you've been collecting things for a long time, just pull it out and use it. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. Come back for the embellishing and the final flip through of both journals. Thank you.